Well, hello everybody off YouTube, because I keep getting told off for saying folks off YouTube. It's a bit, it's this Sunday. We've had the family round. It's late now, it's only 2:45, just come in. But I'm still going to set myself a target, and that's to get that off the floor, maybe clean the floor. Well, first, I've got to deal with these things. I won't film them. You've seen me take contactors apart. I left last night just taking this little motor apart. I thought about keeping it. I thought, yeah, put some power to it, handy little motor. Got a fan built in at the end, and I'm thinking, well, what could I possibly use it for? It'd be dangerous because I'd have to create an enclosure, otherwise you'd be electricity, evil pixies dancing around in there, and no. Anyway, can't do it now, broke it. If I come across anything interesting, I'll show you. Oh, like these. These are diodes out of, big diodes out of welding sets. They're set into a big aluminium heatsink. Oh, there's a load of silver bits I've taken off. Anyway, they're magnetic on that side. Not so on that side. So I took one apart. Well, I cut one in half. It appears to be all copper, and if I can focus on there, a little bit of steel pressed in the top. I'm not going to be sure how to get that out, really. Brute force and ignorance. Find something with a little hole in. Maybe drill it out. Get it in pliers, drill it out. Or slit with an angle grinder and chisel. Later, what I've got to do is to create space on my bench, and that's taking those apart. And then I can get that up. And then we're getting there soon. These are coming, and that's a fair bit of space I'll create. So I'll be seeing you lot shortly when I've made some space. Well, that's took a few hours, I must tell you. But, yes, it's there, it's done. Now, here we go. We're even getting ready for some plug soup. But I'm at a stage now where I can start to clear the floor. That's a major thing for me, you know. Access. Then I can do those two things, and that gives me a big space. Right. Let's talk. I've been in, had my tea. After tea, I looked at the comments on my last few videos. Just put you up on there. Yeah, so about that then. Such a big thanks to everybody that's the views say you're watching this series of me uncovering stuff. I know some it might be boring. Some, 40-minute videos. Who can find that time? I fully appreciate that. Watch it in 4-10-minute things. Give a dog a break. You know what I mean? But I'm also getting lots of support in the comments and some advice, guidance. I said at the very beginning, which way do I do this? Do I do all my scrap and get rid of it and then start doing the big things, or do I do the big things and see an immediate improvement? But it all boiled down to I needed a workbench to do some stuff on, to do scrapping, because that's most of that in there. And people say it's rubbish, most of it's scrap and it needs breaking down. Now I'm getting somewhere where I've got somewhere to do it. But Metal Mickey, he made a comment and said, Ian, stop micro scrapping, it's painful to watch. Start eating some of the bigger parts of the elephant. And I think today I've got to that point. I've still got what I'm going to call smalls. I've still got half a painting, that can go, one full painting and another painting of smalls. The rest, well, that's an iron tub that's full. I don't know if I'll be able to pick that up, to be honest. My number 2, well, after all that stripping today, it's getting nearly full, ready to go in. Heavy copper's building up, brass is building up. Not too much on the Burr Bright, although I do have wire to strip, but I can strip that any time. Space is getting to be a bit more valuable to me, and I'm getting excited, to be honest. I'm eager now. I can see somewhere. I know you lot, you might be going, why are you so excited at gaining literally 2 foot square of space? Well, it's a start, you know. Even the longest journey started with a single step. It's took me years to collect all this stuff. I've still months of work. I've still years of work. But we're getting somewhere. That starts with that on the bench. Hey, that's a big one. Drop forged. Hey, this is how we digress. I'm looking for a name. I can't see one. 24 inch anyway. Come on Ian, bend your back. Oh, yeah, they'll be bigger than that after I've lifted the lifted this on the bench. Six, 7, 1, 2, 8 knees. Whoa! It's not just good enough. We want to know what's in it, don't we? So we tip it out. We tip it out. We take stuff out. Oh, Thor hammer. An acquaintance of mine, a couple of years ago, 18 months ago, retired, moved up to the Lake District. The property he bought, the old guy left a lot of stuff in his shed. He said, Ian, do you want it? Oh, of course I said yes. So this is part of it. The stuff in there I haven't even opened yet. It was a bit of an engineer, so I knew there's some engineering stuff in it. That's why Phil said, Ian, I know you're trying to build yourself a bit of a workshop, so would you like this stuff? But it was more like, you take it all, you don't just take the little bits. Anyway, this is one of them. And that was my camera mounts. My camera mount nuts come out, my camera mount holding. Un momento. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I've another job to do tonight. Take your pick. Problem is, once I've emptied this out of here, what do I do with it? Well, you lot should have smell-o-vision. It's old and musty. That becomes a rubbish bag because, as I say, if I put it on my bench, I've got to deal with it. So, a little rawhide. I don't know what rest of words. Rolling, rolling, rolling. It's a rawhide hammer. What do I want a rawhide hammer for? I know CC Scraps won't have a rawhide hammer. Right. I think I'll do a bit of triage. Bring you back. I'm going to do this in two parts. There's just too much of it. Well, it's plain to see that there's nothing there to write home about. Yep, nice to have a 24-incher. There is a smaller, I'd say 14-inch pair of Stilsons, and they are Stilsons. It's got the brand on. A pair of Footprint, are they? Slip. Never use them. Some snips. Been bodged. Well, a pair of snips, or sheet metal cutters, should I say. Handful of chisels. Some plug-in chisels. Bolster chisel. Snapped bolster chisel. That's gone in there. Some strange chisels. These have got a strange edge. And they're not snapped. That one's very similar, like square edged. That's half moon. I'm wondering if these are stonemasons chisels. Yeah. They're a bit big for me plug-in chisels, aren't they? But then again, come up from the Lake District where they have big stone walls. They're not like little mortar gaps up here. Plumbing stuff, that's a tap wrench, multi-version tap wrench. That's a bath tap wrench. You stick it under sink, turn your taps. That's a swivel universal one. Radiator key. Handmade. Close to a fine point. Unusual. It's somebody's name on it, Mr. Montgomery. Well, I think I made it out. Can't quite make that out. Anyway, unless that's all unusual screws that have two slots in the top. And that don't know. If I was to say something, I would say it's a Morse taper drift. You know, you shove it in the gap over the top of your Morse taper drill, chuck, and it knocks your Morse taper drill out. Could make a nice stripping knife. Tiling stuff. Tiling pincers. What do you think of it so far? Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. That was rubbish actually. Spanners. Oh, that's useful. It's a wheel dresser, grinding wheel dresser. I was using me paddle. I've tried this before. 1, 2 big Thor hammers. Take your pick. Thor. And a bunch of rawhide heads to go in them. This is getting difficult. I don't want to keep up. Look, let me sort this out. Oh dear, oh dear. However, bear with me on this. Right, so a bunch of old files, some rasps, a few rasps, some small hand files, triangular file, pipe bender, possibly for 10mm pipe, wood chisel. Well, you know, I'm always using wood chisels for chopping things up, so I can go at the back there. Bunch of pointing tools. I've got my own. That's probably no use demanding the beast being such a point on that. Marshalls, decent one. Marshalls, US of A. These are just destined for the bin, however. That's a nicely rounded pointed tool. But don't do pointing. They're probably more used for gardening. Plumb bob. Scotch. That goes into a scotching hammer. A frog. That frog goes on top of that plane. Ladies and gents, that's what I hoard. That's my problem when I say, yeah, I'll take stuff off people. It's either just iron and throw it in the skip. Now then, I'm not too bothered about these. I'll never use them. I've got a drawer full down there of my own files, much better condition. I need to find a blacksmith, and a wannabe blacksmith, somebody who wants to make knives out of files. I'll give them him. Right, what have we got down here? Grace, rings, rubbish. Right, let me tidy it up. I've one more job to do tonight. Oh, one more thing. And I don't know why I'm fretting that I can't cope. The fret saw, coping saw. Come on, Ian. What's that little job, you might ask? Well, I'm not having everyday solace having a cleaner floor than me. So it's down on your knees, boy. Tools, drill bits, brass. How do I get a burring joke into this? Keep burring with me. Hey. Onwards. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. Shitty butty. Mucky footmatties. There's a downside to using an hammer. A serious downside. Copper. Oh, I've got to strive to keep it like this. I really have. You know, almost room to do a dance. Oh, Dad's dance. As for that lot, you should hang your head in shame. It's been quite a while since I've been able to move stuff so I can get out the floor. I mean, there's stuff in there. There's brass. Some more brass. Bit of copper. More. I've got to pick through it. I dropped tools on the floor, and then electric motor, copper with silver contacts. I've got to have a quick steel. Right, but I've reached my target. I cleared that space. Yeah, all right. That's the iron bin. That's going tomorrow. Clear the bench. Do that corner. Do them. Sounds a plan, Matthews. So I bid you lot good night. Come with me along my journey. Probably just show you the more interesting bits that I find rather than bore you with all the micro scrapping. Right, see you. Good night. Take care.